Welcome, Transformer and Star Wars fans. This is a Transformers crossover review. This is like it's 1985. And before you roll your eyes, this actually is a pretty decent Transformers crossover figure. What we have here is the Magnaguard Starship, which is the alt mode. And it will transform into the Magnaguard droid. Let's take a closer look at the alt mode though. We've got a light purple color, predominantly. And the very nice travel markings here in black. I really like that. Also black on the, I guess the cockpit section, and even on the sides of the ship as well. So really nice. So there's the top view. It's got a really nice array of missiles and weapons. These missiles on the side here, where my thumbs are, they do deploy out, and they are triggered by this mechanism on the side right there. On the underside of the ship, we can see it has landing gear. And if you place it on a flat surface, it does sit really nicely. Now, real quickly, here's a size comparison with a Deluxe Classics Universe figure. I don't have anything else to really compare it to. It's overall, you can argue that the Transformers crossover Star Wars figure is larger. You can kind of see for yourself how that compares in size. So on to the transformation. So transformation, it's a actually, it includes some part forming, and I'll show you right now. You take these parts off here, and they become really nice weapon, as you can see, very detailed. Even with the molding and the grip there is very nice, and the black accents as well. So those pieces come out. They come out like that. Then what you want to do is, from this angle, you want to just kind of pull this apart here, and then what you want to do, take these pieces out here. And they can be kind of stiff. Now you can see this has really nice detailing on it as well, more of the tribal logo and the black accents there, so really nice. So these pieces get set to the side for now, and what you want to do is you want to take this piece down here. It separates at this point, and it's also going to be really stiff, but there you go. And you can kind of see where this is going now. These will become the legs. I'm going to basically bring them down, take this piece, rotate it like that, and then place it like that. And then these pieces come out like that to become the feet. And do the same thing over here. Well, actually, what you want to do also is you want to rotate this around like that, so you actually have this side facing there. And I forgot to put down the landing gear, but put that down like that. And then these pieces here, they're supposed to stay up like that to become kind of some knee armor, but they're so loose they kind of fall down. So if they do, you'll just have to forgive me about that. Again, take this leg, rotate it down like that. Rotate this piece around like that. And then, well, in this case, you're going to put down the landing gear again too. And deploy out the feet as well, like that. So you can see it's pretty basic as far as the transformation goes. Now we'll continue on with the upper body, and here's where it becomes kind of intuitive. You just kind of pull this piece out like this. This becomes a shoulder armor, and this is the arm and the hand like that. Fold this down, fold it out like that. Dramatic head reveal, pull this piece down, and ta-da! And then this piece goes down and tabs into the back like that. There you go. So there is the Magnaguard in his robot mode. Now, to complete the figure, what you want to do is take this piece, pull the missiles out. Same thing over here, pull these out. Set them to the side, and then they need to tab in to a little hole on the shoulder armor. So just kind of get it to a position where you can actually insert the piece in like that. And you want to have the black stripes facing out like that. So you do the same thing over here. Tab this baby in there. And I like this. It works pretty well with the part forming, because the parts all get used in the robot mode, which is good. And I kind of like these pieces here. I kind of add some additional cool factor to the robot mode. It kind of reminds me of Generation 1 RC, the way that the shoulder pieces are like that. So kind of nice touch there, I like that. And you'll notice too, as I'm transforming the arms here, just adjusting the arms and the hands, that even in the robot mode, it does incorporate the tribal logo here. Very nice, I like that a lot. So, yeah, this is the figure here. Let's do a quick rotation here. A lot of screw holes in the back. Wish they would cover those up on all Transformer figures, but I don't know why they don't, but I'm sure it must be related to cost on their part. So, now as far as the weapons go, he does have these nice looking rifles. They do fit very securely in the hands. Like that. And like that. So he does have a very nice presence with both his weapons in his hands. As you recall, we had these 4 pieces that came out of the pieces here. Well, these get used too as well. So what you do is take these pieces and just basically build them into what becomes a very cool staff, as you can see. And you know, he can hold it in his hand. The only thing you can't do with this is store it. You know, if he's got his 2 pistols like that, there's no place to really store it. However, I found if I tape it like at this angle, kind of like that, you know, something like this, or you can even do it like that, it would look kind of cool if they had some kind of mechanism to built into the figure that they could, you know, display the figure like that. But you can actually end up, you can tape it to this section here, and I found it works pretty well. You can tape it to there. That way you at least have a place to store it, and you can't see the tape, so it looks pretty cool that way as well. As you can see, Transformers Crossover's Magnaguard in its robot mode does stand head and shoulders above Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe and Revenge of the Fallen Dead End. In terms of price, the Transformers Crossover's Marvel and Star Wars figures tend to average around 15 to 16 bucks. And that's not quite so bad when you compare it to the Revenge of the Fallen deluxe size figures. It's about, you know, $3 difference. And just for fun, I just thought I'd show you the Magnaguard Transformer crossover next to the Venom crossover from the Marvel line. The other thing to consider is with the $15 to $16 price tag of the Transformer crossover figure, you're pretty much knocking on the door to a ROTF Voyager class figure. So the Star Wars Transformer crossover really has to be pretty damn good if you're considering that versus a Voyager class Transformer. One other observation about the Transformers crossover Star Wars line is, if you consider a figure like the Transformers crossovers Star Wars AT-AT, the Imperial Walker, we all know how big that thing is in the movie, right? Could you imagine that thing transforming into a robot? I mean, how freaking huge and tall that thing would be in robot mode? And to really approach the scale of that actual size, you'd have to have a figure like a Supreme cast figure, such as you know, Transformers Cybertron Primus, you know, something like that, or the Darth Vader, you know, Star Wars Transformers crossover figure, something along those size. You know, a Supreme class type of figure to even approach the scale that this thing would be in actual reality if this was to be transforming into this thing. Now, I don't have the actual action figure, but here is a shot off of my computer screen of what the actual action figure looks like. But if we look at that shot, and then we bring in the crossover, there's, especially with the head sculpt, you can see there's quite a similarity, and just kind of the general physique, or the way the body is, you know, long spindly legs and the kind of a narrow chest, as you can see. Really, I think they capture pretty much, as far as they, you know, as much as they could, the actual idea of the action figure. When you consider the Transformers crossovers figure alone, that the, you know, the 15 to 16 bucks does seem kind of steep in price. Now, I have to say I do like this figure, this Magnaguard Transformers crossover figure. It works, and it works well, I think. Even though it is a parts former, it does use all its parts in its robot mode. I also have to say that the fact that the robot mode is based on a mech, you know, the Magnaguard action figure, which is a mech or slash robot, it does really work. When you have cases like the Millennium Falcon transformer that transforms separately into Chewbacca and Han Solo, and you look at the head sculpts, it looks kind of weird. But if you have it based on a mech like the Magnaguard, then it actually does work, and I think it actually is worth the price. So that's my final thoughts for the figure. I do recommend you pick it up. It's a very nice Transformer. If you like Star Wars, if you like Transformers, I think you definitely should pick it up.